Welcome to Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motoring news and features TV and online magazine. I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Suzy Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for.
On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss about the established bike lane networks in the country. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on the proper way of joining traffic in a rotunda or roundabout. This week's Spying to Pet shall be about the limit on the number of passengers in POVs. The public service segment centers on an incorrect traffic violation call. Showcase this week shall have the pickup truck from Isuzu, the D-Max LSE.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are in this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. Even with the construction for the MRT-7 only halfway through, the trains for the line have begun to arrive.
Work on completing the elevated track and stations of the MRT-7 is more than halfway complete after the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as right-of-way problems delayed construction. But the first batch of trains for the MRT-7 that will provide a commuter rail service from Quezon City to San Jose del Monte in Bulacan has already been delivered. Delivered were 2 train sets with 3 cars each, or a total of 6 cars. These are part of the 36 train sets, or 108 cars ordered from Hyundai Rotem. The rest are expected to be delivered in batches in the following months and up to the next year. Ramon Ang, president of San Miguel Corporation, said the timely arrival of brand new high-quality trains from South Korea shows that the job of nation building continues even amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, and that work on improving infrastructure has not stopped. Already, the MRT-7 is now over 54% complete, with installation of board piles, girders, and other foundational works done on a significant portion of the project. Meanwhile, work is being facilitated to complete the guideway and the stations, as well as the electronic and mechanical works, including the electric power system, computer and communication system, signaling systems, and automatic fare systems. All the necessary equipment for such systems have already been ordered and slated for delivery. The MRT-7 will see a 22.8-kilometer elevated rail transit line with 14 stations from San Jose del Monte in Bulacan to North Avenue in Quezon City, where it will link with the MRT-3.
The arrival of the MRT-7 trains can be a source of optimism that, despite current difficulties brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, economic progress will continue. A new bus route provides a seamless link from the LRT-1 to terminals of NAIA.
September sees the start of a new bus service linking the LRT-1 to the Ninoy Aquino International Airport terminals. Light Rail Manila Corporation, or LRMC, operator of the LRT-1, and P2P bus service operator Ube Express Incorporated, or UbeX, have signed an agreement that will see the operation of a new UbeX route, a premium airport bus service. The new route will provide seamless transportation from the LRT-1 EDSA station to SM Mall of Asia, the Isla Malls Manila Bay, the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange, and NAIA Terminals 1, 2, and 3. The service will use a 24-seater bus equipped with free Wi-Fi, GPS, and CCTV cameras. The first trip of the UbeX bus begins at 6 a.m. daily, and the last trip is at 7 p.m., with a bus arriving every 30 minutes. Fare can be paid using the same beep cards used on the LRT-1. The partnership with UbeX is part of an LRMC initiative to collaborate with bus and other transport operators to provide seamless connections to the LRT-1.
Authorities have been pushing for the integration of various modes of land transport. This new partnership and service is a good example of this sort of integration that can only benefit commuters. There is a growing concern that not all motorcycles seen using the tollways have a right to be there.
More and more motorcycles are being seen inside tollways, most of the time in packs, occasionally as solo riders. The rise of motorcycles in expressways may have been inevitable, as there have been an exponential increase in motorcycle registrations in the last 2 decades. Reports show that motorcycle ownership has increased from around 720,000 units in the early 2000s to 1.7 million in 2019. But there is a growing concern that many motorcycles inside tollways may not have engines with displacements of 400cc and above, as mandated by law. Tollway authorities are urged not to rely on cursory inspection of motorcycles to determine if they can be allowed inside tollways. Highway patrolmen are also now being urged to carefully inspect documents of motorcycles they suspect to have sub-400cc engines. At the same time, they were also asked not to rely solely on documents but also learn how to accurately check displacements of motorcycle engines. Motorists are also urged to be vigilant against violators of the ban on motorcycles with less than 400cc engines inside expressways.
Tollway operators should take the lead in ensuring only motorcycles with engines of 400cc and above use expressways, and those caught should be penalized to the full extent of the law. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. The numbers are impressive. Nearly 500 kilometers of bike lanes completed in 3 major urban areas. More than 100 million pesos spent. But are the bike lanes being properly used? Are they safe? These questions and other issues will be discussed in this edition of Motoring Forum.
When public transport was made unavailable during the government's first experiments at locking down communities to prevent the spread of COVID-19, people rediscovered the lowly bicycle. For the many essential workers faced with no motorized mode of getting from home to work and back, the bicycle was a perfect alternative to merely walking. And even when various modes of public transport were again made available, albeit with limited capacity and strict protocols, those who discovered bicycles for personal mobility continued to prefer cycling to work and moving around the metro. With more and more cyclists on roads now seeing more public utility and private vehicles on the road, many fear accidents are bound to happen, and some did end with more close calls than ever. Cycling groups began clamoring for exclusive lanes for bicycles. Authorities began slowly responding positively to the call, dusting off and refurbishing existing bike lanes and establishing new ones. But soon, authorities, specifically the DOTR and the DPWH, began a program to establish bicycle lanes in major urban centers, particularly Metro Manila, Metro Cebu, and Metro Davao. Funds for establishing much of the bicycle lanes were provided by the Bayanihan to Recover as One Act of 2020, with a total allocation of 145.371 million pesos. The DOTR also began partnering with the private sector to promote the use of the bicycle and other forms of what authorities are now calling active transport. DOTR and SM Cares, the corporate social responsibility arm of SM Supermalls, had published and distributed a biker's manual that promoted safety, courtesy, and etiquette on the road among cyclists, motorists, and pedestrians. Even as the country continued to struggle with the COVID-19 pandemic, surging of cases prompting authorities to tighten community quarantine protocols in many areas, the DOTR and the DPWH, in cooperation with local governments, continued to develop bike lanes. In the second year of the pandemic, DOTR Secretary Arthur Togada is crisscrossing the country, inspecting progress on bike lanes, encouraging people to try active transport, while pushing other programs to help drivers and transport operators sustain their livelihoods, like the service contracting program. And soon, Secretary Togada is also inaugurating the completed bike lanes. In Metro Manila, around 313 kilometers of bike lanes were established, cutting through Pasig, Marikina, Quezon City, Caloocan, Manila, San Juan, Mandaluyong, Makati, Pasay, Las Piñas, Parañaque, and Taguig. In Metro Davao, the 54.744-kilometer bike lane network was completed that spans across 14 road sections, including Quimpo Boulevard, Sandawa Road, Rojas Avenue, Quezon Avenue, Quirino Avenue, Jacinto Extension, Dr. A. Gahol Street, Mabini Street, F. Torres Street, Loyola Street, Porras Street, Inigo Street, and Decacho Street. In Metro Cebu, around 138 kilometers of bike lanes were established traversing 4 key cities: Lapu-Lapu, Mandaue, Cebu, and Talisay. After Secretary Togada finished formally inaugurating the network of bike lanes in these three of major urban centers, a total of 495 kilometers of bike lanes have been built, much of it featuring white and green pavement markings, signages, bollards, or concrete delineators, bike symbols, solar studs, as well as bike racks in strategic areas. Aside from the bike lanes in major urban areas, many of the more progressive local government units, with DPWH as an active partner, have already incorporated bike lanes in their urban development plans, some in the construction stage, others already completed. Examples include Iloilo City with 4 kilometers of traffic segregated bike lanes and Bacolod City with bike lanes on or along the National Road. Even before the pandemic, the DPWH had begun incorporating bike lanes and wide sidewalks in many road extension and widening projects. However, aside from the bike lanes that were built as part of national roads, long stretches of bike lanes are taken from the outermost lanes of major thoroughfares and even secondary streets. Critics say that these can still be dangerous to cyclists if drivers or cars and riders of motorcycles continue to motor over them or even park over them. Others also point out that the bike lanes also cause congestion as they limit the number of lanes other vehicles can use. Still, cycling enthusiasts and advocates of active transport are encouraged to see government at the national and local levels finally seeing the merits of incorporating bike lanes in urban development plans.
The biggest takeaway from the completion of bike lanes is that government is now promoting the use of what it calls active transport, primarily cycling, and that many local government units are including establishment of bike lanes in their plans for urban development. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
you're back with us here on Motoring Today. We now have this week's Galvo Motoring Tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines. When you're about to enter a runabout or rotonda, paunahin muna ang mga sasakyan na kasalukuyan ng tumatakbo dito. When it's already safe to do so, saka ka pumasok. Always be aware of your surroundings at huwag magmadali. More motoring tips for you here on Motoring Today. Proper driver's demeanor while behind the wheel through Mitsubishi Motors Philippines.
Payo chopper lang, kaibigan. Ako si Alejandro Luico, isang kapwa niyo chopper. Huwag nang ipilit magsakay ng pasahero kung hindi nakasya.
Ang bawat pampasadang sasakyan ay mayroong tinatawag na passenger limit o bilang ng mga pasahero na magkakasya. Kapag puno na, iwasang magtawag pa ng ilan at ipagsiksikan. Tandaan din na bawal maglagay ng ekstrang bangko sa gitna ng pampasadang sasakyan.
Palaging isipin na mahalaga rin na komportable ang ating mga pasahero. Ito po si Alejandro Luico, payong chopper lang, kaibigan mula sa inyong kapwa niyo chopper.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
The Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Live extra
with the Mitsubishi Xpander Cross.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry now takes center stage.
The Nissan Terra has leveled up. But has Nissan done enough in upgrading its entry into the mid-size SUV segment to be able to compete head-on with the big boys? Nissan describes the new Terra as a smart and reliable family SUV that gives owners confidence in comfort, control, safety, and peace of mind. It says it took the well-known all-terrain toughness and capabilities learned from 7 years of Nissan heritage and added the latest technologies to turn the new Terra into the perfect partner for sharing experiences with family and loved ones. The new Nissan Terra arrives in 4 variants, the VL 4x4 and 4x2 automatic. the VE 4x2 automatic, and the EL 4x2 manual. The new Terra exterior features the V Motion Grille, a redesigned front bumper, quad LED projector headlamps, redesigned rear bumper, chrome center finisher, updated spoiler design, shark fin antenna, and new 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels. The new two-tone Terra cabin features upgrades that include a center console with integrated wireless charging and e-parking brake, a high-contrast 7-inch advanced drive assist display, and a 9-inch advanced touchscreen display audio with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, an 11-inch flip-down rear monitor, plus an 8-speaker Bose premium sound system for the VL 4x4 variant. The old Terra was already equipped with Nissan Intelligent Mobility, but the new Terra has a fuller suite of driver assist and safety technology that includes intelligent driver alertness and 360 safety shield. Prices start at 1.649 million pesos for the EL 4x2 manual, up to 2.339 million pesos for the VL 4x4 automatic. Suzuki Philippines is stepping up efforts to get more vehicles rolling out of showrooms and into homes of buyers this September. Suzuki calls this latest salvo for sales in September for the Win promo. Until the end of the month, 4 of its popular models, the Celerio, Swift, Sayaz, and Vitara All Grip, are offered with great deals that Suzuki hopes will see a rush of reservations this month. Suzuki's Micro 5 passenger hatchback, the Celerio, can be driven off the dealership with a low down payment of 29,000 pesos. That's for the Celerio CVT variant. A 60,000 peso cash discount is also being dangled at buyers. Also offered with a low down payment of 29,000 pesos is the Suzuki Swift, a bigger and sportier hatchback. Also offered for the Swift is an 80,000 peso cash discount. The Sayaz Suzuki subcompact sedan can be had for a low down payment of 49,000 pesos or a 70,000 peso cash discount. Number 4 in the 4 to Win promo is the Suzuki Vitara All Grip, a compact SUV with an all-wheel drive system. Suzuki is offering a low down payment scheme of 90,000 pesos and a cash discount of 70,000 pesos. Keiichi Suzuki, Vice President and General Manager of Automobile of Suzuki Philippines, says Suzuki is excited and optimistic that with the promo and vehicle it offers, Suzuki may be able to help uplift the quality of life of Filipinos. Honda Cars Philippines may be selling a good number of vehicles with its Keep On Driving promo that it has extended it up to the end of September. Under the promo, Honda has been offering hefty cash discounts for several models including the all-new City Sedan, BRV, Brio, Civic, Jazz, HRV, Odyssey, and new Civic Type R. The discounts range from 20,000 pesos for the 2021 Jazz RS and HRV RS to 100,000 pesos for the new 2021 Civic Type R 2.0 VTEC Turbo Honda Sensing. The Keep On Driving promo also offers attractive all-in down payments for the all-new City Sedan and Hatchback, BRV, Brio, Civic, new CRV, Jazz, and HRV. Also extended are special all-in financing programs of 10% down payment with 36 to 60-month payment terms for select models that are available in collaboration with Honda's partner banks, BPI, Family Savings Bank, China's Bank Savings, Bank of Commerce, and RCBC. Then there's the 5,000 peso cash discount offered to owners of Honda vehicles who want to add another Honda to his or her garage.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The pickup war is heating up, with more brands and variants providing buyers a multitude of attractive choices. Showcase takes a look at the all-new Isuzu D-Max LSE.
The Isuzu D-Max has always been in the mix for best-selling pickup. Over the years, the Isuzu midsize pickup has developed a loyal following of owners who loved it for its utility, reliability, and handsome looks, as well as for Isuzu's renowned fuel-efficient and powerful diesel engines. Isuzu rolled out the all-new 2021 D-Max to generally good reviews. Let's check out the Isuzu D-Max LSE. With the thicker cladding, the front bumper guard, and the roof rails, the top-of-the-line 2021 D-Max is 5,277mm long, 1,880mm wide and 1,810mm tall, with a 3,125mm long wheelbase. The D-Max LSE sits 240mm optic round on 18-inch matte dark gray alloy wheels, wrapped by 265 60 R18 all-terrain tires. The latest generation Isuzu D-Max may have the most aggressive fascia ever, with the bulldog nose for the grille, if you can imagine a bulldog with gun metallic nose, and Angry Bird eyes for headlamps. The headlamps are bi-LED projector types, by the way, with automatic leveling, LED daytime running lights, and auto on and off function on the D-Max LSE. The turn signal and fog lamps protrude like torpedo tube launchers from the grille's-like slits on the side. The rear also looks a little bit angry, with the large double LED rear combination lamps with light guide and rear fog lamps, but very much functional with two-step integrated type body-colored rear bumper, the cargo bed that comes with an extender and a bed liner. Other exterior features on the D-Max LSE include side view mirrors with integrated turn lights that power adjust and fold, rain-sensing wipers, and step cord. The Isuzu D-Max now comes with a lot of the techier and convenience features that make driving and riding a pickup such a breeze. This is especially true with the D-Max LSE. It's got remote car lock and remote start engine functions. Once inside, the driver and front seat passenger get hugged in brown leather bucket seats. The driver can adjust his seat 8 ways. The steering wheel also comes in leather. It tilts and telescopes and features switches for audio, phone, and voice controls, as well as driver's assist systems and the multi-information display. The spacious cabin can seat 5 comfortably. The second row seat for 3 splits and folds 60/40. The dash features soft touch surfaces, an instrument cluster with 4.2-inch electroluminescent multi-information display, and the 10.4-inch touchscreen infotainment system. One can use both Apple or Android phones on the infotainment system through Bluetooth connection or USB. It also comes with auxiliary in port and plays through 8 speakers in the LSE. There's ample in-cabin storage for much of the stuff millennials carry around, and for beverage and cups. Isuzu even kept the storage space on top of the dash. A 12-volt accessory outlet is standard. Dual zone climate control and aircon vent on rear console keeps everyone all cool and comfy in the cabin. The D-Max LSE is both fun and comfortable to drive. The fun comes from a 2000cc 4-cylinder turbocharged and intercooled diesel engine that generates 150 horsepower and 450 Nm of torque. The LSE comes with 4x4 drive, 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift, transfer control switch, and aluminum rear drive shaft. Isuzu says the new D-Max has a bigger and stronger chassis with greater torsional rigidity for improved handling and stability. Noise and vibration reduction was also given emphasis in the new D-Max's development. The suspension system uses double wishbones with coil spring and high-mounted upper control arm, and stabilizer in front and long-span semi-elliptical soft ride leaf spring in the rear. Isuzu said this new D-Max suspension system has been configured to minimize body roll, be more stable with cargo loaded in the back, and improve ride comfort. The brake system uses front ventilated discs and rear auto-adjust drums. Isuzu fitted the D-Max with its advanced driver assist systems, or ADAS. This is a suite of driver assist technologies that include forward collision warning, autonomous emergency brake, adaptive cruise control with manual speed limiter, lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and parking aid sensors with 4-eye rear view camera. Also added for safety are 7 SRS airbags, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, electronic stability control, hill start assist, and hill descent control. Isuzu D-Max LSE has serious off-road capabilities. This is signaled by the presence of underbody protection that includes transfer case protector, transmission cover, front and rear skid plates. The all-new D-Max has also improved approach and departure angles for taking on rough roads in ascending and descending trails, as well as increased safe weighting capability to 800mm. The all-new Isuzu D-Max LSE exemplifies the trend for making pickups a very comfortable and connected daily drive, a very practical utility vehicle, and very capable off-roader.
There's a lot to like in the all-new Isuzu D-Max, especially the LSE variant that got everything of the new stuff that could be shoehorned in a pickup truck. But will liking turn to buying? The sales numbers will tell us that in time. That's our featured vehicle on this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
Drive worry-free with Prudential Guarantee's auto insurance program with a free 24-hour nationwide roadside assistance. included with your comprehensive auto insurance. Rest assured, we'll take care of you and your car wherever you are. Prudential guarantees auto insurance program, 100% worry-free driving.
I think my dad is secretly a superhero. He's the coolest, smartest, strongest person alive. No matter where we go, he always makes sure I feel safe. And he isn't afraid of anything. My dad likes to call that the power to lead. I call it his superpower.
Be part of the 2021-2022 Autofocus People's Choice Awards, the only nationwide poll to determine the country's most popular car brands and models. It's easy. Log on to bit.ly/AFPCA2021, then vote for as many as 5 different models that you believe should become the 2021-2022 Autofocus Automobile of the Year in separate, standard, and premium luxury categories. Vote every day until November 30, 2021. The Autofocus People's Choice Awards. Who will win? You choose, you decide. Vote now.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
We now have our segment that dwells on the wide array of motoring problems not only in the metro but all over the country as well. This is where we present problems referred to us or we ourselves see and hope to fully find solutions for. Our public service segment is next.
Social media has been an avenue for motorists to air their concerns, especially on traffic rules and regulations, including incorrect calls, one of which will be discussed in this public service. As posted and claimed by a motorist, a traffic enforcer cited him for swerving but insisted that there are broken lines still, making his changing of lanes legal. The enforcer then said it is beating the red light.
Wala pa sa broken line pa yun. Hindi, nakaupo lang po tayo, kala nyo kasi wala pa po. Ito po, bigyan nyo po. Broken line po. Ha? Meron po ako nga. Sige, tignan natin. Broken line po kanina yun. Tignan natin. Kapi po tayo.
The changing of calls seems suspicious to the motorists and pities those who will become victims by this. Looking at the comments section, a bunch of motorists share their own experiences that, if you really come to think of, is very alarming. Here's hoping that the proper authorities take action and investigate on this matter.
That's our public service segment this week. And should you yourself encounter motoring problems that need immediate attention, please feel free to contact us. See the details being flashed on your screen. And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, please don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 35th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa.
Happy motoring!
Happy motoring!